here with Soft Rains looking at their upcoming game, Ambrosia Sky. Please tell us a little bit about this title.
Yeah, so Ambrosia Sky is an immersive, first-person, sci-fi clean-em-up.
I love the pitch on paper. I'm sure there's a lot to unpack. If you look at this game's gameplay, it has this visual style that just calls out to you. How does those gameplay elements fit into the description of the title?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that the game is a confluence point for. So what we're really trying to do is to recapture some of the stuff that we love about immersive simulation games, the first-person adventures that really put a lot of layers of world building and storytelling and environment. Let the player explore that, experiment with those systems. But then what we want to do is also look at what we see happening with job simulators and cleaning games, and players showing this interest in innovative gameplay lets you occupy an unconventional character, and then put those two things together, right? So you're going to be in these spaces, but then using a chemical sprayer to carve your way through this fungus that's aggressive and dynamic and moves and has different behaviors, all in the course of your main job, which is to discover the cause of the crisis, research new tools, and lay the dead, the victims of this crisis, to rest.
And even after that, every piece of this game sounds interesting. And I'm curious about this mold that is growing. Is it a power wash simulator aspect? Because that game is addictive. And so how does that match up with this? Are you expected to clear out the fungus as it comes? What's the gameplay loop like there?
Yeah, so your first time through any of these particular levels in this asteroid cluster, you're generally going to have some overriding goal, right? In the demo that we've got here at PAX, there's a level where you're going to get a particularly volatile specimen, and then you have to try and get back to your shuttle before this fungus overtakes the station. So you're going to be running out, and there's going to be fungus growing out, and explosive mushrooms and electrical interference. You're going to get that back. We have another mission in this demo that we've got on Steam that's going to conclude with you finding the remains of somebody that you used to know as a kid who's agreed to be part of this project. And you're going to get this scene where you're going to lay him to rest with this particular type of fungus, way more narrative and exploration focused. But then when the player has completed one of these levels, where the fungus is kind of more of an obstacle and almost an environment enemy combo, you can come back to these levels, and then you can just really focus on the cleaning and try and find all of the nooks and crannies, and maybe do a better job of harvesting these mushrooms that are going to be powering your overall progression for new tools, new sprays, and new abilities.
Does someone just get handed a job like this, or how? Why even pick up this job? Tell us a little bit about the main character too.
Yeah, so you play as Dahlia, and Dahlia is a scarab. The scarabs are this group who really believe that when humanity leaves the planet, our DNA is going to change, and they think that by studying this DNA, by gathering these samples, they might actually unlock the secret to eternal life. Now, Dahlia is a bit of a skeptic about that, but she really believes in the sort of science of it and taking care of the dead in a respectful way.